as numerous states have started to ban abortion in wake of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. Volunteers in California are mobilizing to help people who want to travel to their state for care. Californian Lee Mitchell posted a message on Facebook, written in code, "If you are a person who sued a..." But her veiled offer was focused on women in other states, who now might be desperate for access to abortion services, for whatever reason. She envisioned picking them up at the airport in San Francisco, driving them to a local clinic for an abortion, then offering them a place to sleep on her couch, and maybe even a hand to hold. This kind of support is something she did not have, herself, when she traveled to California for an abortion in 1970. "I lived in Minneapolis. I looked and back then, there were no sources," she remembers. "So I had to pay the money to fly to California." It was one of 3 abortions Mitchell had before Roe v. Wade was decided in 1973, 1 in California and 2 in Washington, D.C. It was before birth control and sex education were commonplace. Mitchell is 75 now and can hardly believe this is happening again. "I was just furious," she says, after the draft opinion by Justice Alito first leaked. "What I did was I fueled myself in looking for ways to help others." Around 26 states are now likely planning to ban or heavily restrict access to abortion following the court's ruling. As women look to travel out of their home state to find abortion care, California medical clinics and volunteer networks are actively preparing to welcome them. For 1.4 million people, their closest abortion provider will now be in California. That represents an almost 3,000% increase in potential demand for California-based services. State lawmakers are working to establish a state abortion practical support fund that would help women cover the logistical costs of traveling here for an abortion, including transportation, lodging, and childcare. Nonprofit groups, meanwhile, have been working to recruit and train wannabe volunteers like Mitchell, harnessing their anger and activism into concrete help, rides to clinics, safe places to stay, a landing pad. "I am amazed at people coming together and supporting and showing up for people that th." For months, Gray's group has been fielding calls from people who already need help with travel from Texas, Arizona and even New Mexico, where abortion remains legal, but where clinics have been struggling to keep up with the needs of women traveling there from Texas.